Sixth part. A little bit of information about Karasuno's classes, before continuing where we previously left on part 5. This is canon by the way. Yachi is in class 1-5. Tsukishima and Yamaguchi are in class 1-4. Kajiyama in 1-3. Kyoko in 3-2. And Hinata is in class 1-1. Also, classes 4 and 5 are the advanced classes, or the college preparatory classes. There are only 5 classes for each year and each period lasts 50 minutes with a 10 minutes break between them. What follows is not canon, but it still represents the reality according to what I managed to find on the web, so sorry if this is wrong. School begins at 8:30 a.m. and finish at 3:30 p.m. after which student can do extracurricular activities like volleyball in this story. Also, Kiko is the nickname that Hitoka, Shoyo and Tadashi used to call Kyoko when they are together, while Hika is the one for Hitoka and Tada or Goops/Goopsie for Tadashi. When they are with a team, they don't use these cute names to call each other, except for Tadashi and Shoyo. Now, back to where we left on part 5. Morning classes went well for everyone except Hinata. He could not pay attention at all, because the only thing he could do was overthinking about what he heard regarding Nishinoya and Tanaka earlier. Thinking, damn it, I didn't know Tanaka-san lives near that place. I should have been more careful. Did they see me and Dad? Did they hear us? Do they know? Do they understand? Did they tell anyone else? Did they decide to keep it a secret? That's not very likely, since they are always exposing everyone's privacy and secrets. But if it was the case, I would already have known by now. And the rest of the team doesn't seem to know anything. Are they planning to blackmail me? No, they won't do that. Are they? He is so overwhelmed by these stressing thoughts that he didn't notice that everyone left when it was time for lunch and is still sitting at his desk alone in the classroom when Hitoka and Tadashi are passing by it. Isn't he supposed to have left already for the place where I'm supposed to bring you to? Doesn't seem like it. He seems lost in his thoughts. I wonder if he is thinking about earlier, he said in a lower tone. What do you mean? Did something happen? Yeah, kinda. That's why I wanted to eat with him. I wanted to ask him about it to see if he is okay, and if we need to do something. Oh, okay. Let's go get him then. Hey Shoyo. Shoyo flinched back to reality from the contact he felt, because of Hitoka who put her hand on his shoulder. Oh, sorry that I flinched, I was lost in thoughts, he said while standing up and taking his stuff. So, you're going there? Yes we were, but we saw you, and decided to take you with us. You seemed like you were going to sit there the entire lunch and forget to eat. Lol maybe, he answered while giving a suspicious smile, since he can't deny it. Can you tell us what you were thinking about when we will get there? Yes sure, that's what I planned to do anyways. At that point, they are walking in the hallway in direction to the door on the side of the school, where the gym is located. They are going to enter the forest from behind the gym, where no one could see them. It should take them around 5 to 10 minutes to get to their spot. Well, it's good you want to tell us, because we wouldn't want you to pass all your classes overthinking and worrying yourself over things like, you know. Yeah, just like you were doing in your class earlier. I'm sure you have no idea of what happened in your classes this morning. Yup, you got me there, he said while smiling and winking at his friend, to tease him a bit. Anyways, it's not like it would be that much of a problem. Yeah, you and your crazy learning speed. It's almost making me jealous. You could easily be in Yach's class, if you just put a little bit more effort, and stop losing yourself in your thoughts during the exams. Yeah. But it's not, as if it will be of any importance to me at the end of the line anyways. That last line rang a bell in both Hitoka and Tadashi's minds, as they are well aware of what Shoyo was referring to. Why does he always have to bring that back up as what they both simultaneously thought regarding Shoyo? But anyways, what did Saki say about you not eating with him today? Wouldn't that bother him to suddenly be alone to eat? Nah, it won't. I have known Saki for a long time now, so I have my ways around him to get what I want.
Wait a damn minute.
You say that you manipulate your childhood best friend without him noticing anything. Who also is the supposed smartest one on the team. Maybe. But being smart in school doesn't necessarily mean he is streetwise. Yeah, it's just as Sho just said. It's Saki has not a lot of knowledge about how things work between people, emotions, etc. He has some basis, but he sometimes has some troubles comprehending subtle things. You could say he is dense in a certain way, but not totally. Like the fact he was able to see that thing between Nishinoya-senpai and Asahi-san. Yes, exactly. But if it's very subtle, or if people hide their intentions, he will have a much harder time to see things through. Yeah, it's like the relation between Daichi and Suga. He still hasn't figured it out yet from what you told us. Yup, he hasn't. But also, just as everyone else to a certain extent, he doesn't notice the things that happen to him. Like, I'm sure he is the kind of guy to be completely dense against the hints sent by some girl or boy who would be interested by him. Anyways, because of this, it's a little easy to play with him. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really manipulating him. I just choose my words carefully around him, to not make him upset and to make him accept my decisions more easily. I'm not making him do things for me unknowingly. I'm not that kind of person.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
Not our fault, if the way you said it sounded like you were. Anyways, it's just that instead of telling him that I would got eat with the three of you, which would have surely made him frustrated, that I ditched him suddenly, I gave him a choice between two options, knowing very well which one he would choose even before telling him. That way, by giving him the choice, I'm making him think that he was the one deciding. And by being the one to decide, he won't feel frustrated. Because if he was, that would have been weird, since that would make him look angry and unhappy at his own decision. However, he wasn't really the one in control, since the options were made in order to make him subconsciously choose one specifically. He said that, while signing quotation marks with both his hands to show that, in reality, Tsukishima didn't have an opinion nor any choice at that moment. So there was no chance of him choosing the other option. Wow, that's quite the skill you got there, Goops. Yeah, that's true, Tada. Hey guys. The three of them look at the direction where the shout came from, and they see that Kyoko is already there sitting on a blanket. She always brings it for them to be comfortable and to not dirty their uniform while sitting on the ground. "Hi babe." "Kiko." "Hey Kiko." They sat down, Hitoka between her girlfriend and Tadashi with Shoyo who is facing her, while also being between Tadashi and her girlfriend. Once they all took their bento out of their bags and began to eat, Shoyo then started talking, not wanting to keep it to himself much longer. "As we were saying earlier, me, Hika and Goops, there is something bothering me since this morning and I don't know what to think of it. Is it about when Suga said where Tanaka and Nishinoya went yesterday instead of studying? I had to quickly make you snap out from the state you were in before someone notices your reaction." "Wait, he did?" "Yeah, that was just before you two entered the gym. What happened exactly?" "Well, that's the problem. I had to do something yesterday after school, before going at Hika's place and I forgot to tell you about it after." "You are talking about when you texted me after school to say you were going to join me and Kajiyama at my place because of something, but didn't tell what?" "Yeah. And the reason why I was shocked is because I think these two saw me, since where I did that thing was on the way to that particular park from school. So, I'm afraid they might have saw and heard me and dad. Which means they might also know my secret right now. Or at least a part of it. I have a feeling I know what you did. Or should I say what your father did? He was changing your patches, right?" "Yes, but we also talked a little about the thing and how it affects me in my life. In fact, we said quite a lot of things." Okay. I understand why you are concerned. With these two knowing, there are much more risks of your secret being exposed. If you want, me and Hika can keep an eye on them both during practice after school, to see what are their reactions about you. If there actually is something weird, we will have the entire weekend to make them tell us everything they know, and maybe also explain them the truth, if it is needed. But only if you want them to know first." "Yeah, that would be good. Thanks a lot guys. I don't know what I would have done without you three." Or show. They all hug Shoyo a few seconds, after which Tadashi points out something. "I think we might have another problem." "What is it?" "If the duo really does know something, how can we make them to meet us?" Daichi said that Noya-san will pass most of his time with Asahi to study for the exams that are starting on Monday. And since the training camp starts next Friday, we need to be sure the two of them knows, and won't say anything before the Asahi usually has church on Sunday and something like Bible study sometimes. I could maybe arrange something, so I will take care of Noya at that moment. Yeah, and we then could try to arrange something so the both of them are together at the same moment. It takes quite a lot of time and energy for me to explain everything, and I would like to avoid myself the time and trouble to do it twice instead of once. Yeah sure, we can try. And if we can't, one of us can tell your story for you, and you only would have to fill the gaps when you think it's necessary. That's nice. But are you sure you want to tell it for me? It's quite a big thing and I don't want to burden you with it too much. Okay, now I stop you right here. You are not burdening us at all and will never understand. You are always helping everyone. How do you think I'm now able to talk with other people without overthinking or being anxious about everything? It's because of you. It's because of you that I also got the courage to tell my mother what I wanted. It's because of you that I met this wonderful team. Well, it was Kyoko who scouted me, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your help. We are friends, and we care for you. If we weren't, we wouldn't be here helping you right now. So stop thinking you are burdening us the only few times you need help, when you actually are the one who helps us out the most." She stopped talking, now that she said everything she had on her heart. She is out of breath, and exhausted from the outburst of emotions she just let out without realizing all the things she said, and how she said it. Well, she quickly realized everything, when she noticed the shocked face of her two friends and her girlfriend, which resulted in the appearance of a wild blonde tomato in the forest. Shaketh Tangerine's face, Shaketh Goddess face, Shaketh Guxy face, Shaketh face. Embarrassed wild blonde tomato face. But the next second, it already got caught by a hug attack from her. Not for much longer, shiny crying Tangerina jumped over all the things on the blanket in the middle of them for to get to her. Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. He cried for a few more minutes before calming down, and letting Hitoka go from his embrace. Maybe we should think about going back. We have only about 15 minutes left before afternoon classes begin," said Tadashi after looking at his phone. "And we will discuss about what to do once we know more about Tanaka and Nishinoya." "Yeah, let's do that." "Sounds good." "Sure." Happy face. "In mind, I know, no need to remind me." A subtle smile appeared on Shoyo's face as he thought this, which didn't go unnoticed from the others' attention. "Are you okay, Sho?" Yeah, I will just tell you another time. We don't really have the time right now." They then all pack their things, and help Kyoko packing the blanket before going back. The afternoon classes went well, even for Hinata, who was less distracted than in the morning. When the school ended at 3:30 p.m., Kyoko and Hitoka directly went to the gym to make sure that they are the first ones, in order to observe a duo from the very moment they set foot in the gym for the after-school practice. The first ones to come after them are the 5 second years altogether, followed by Daichi and Suga a few minutes later. The next ones are Tsukishima and Yamaguchi, and the last ones are Hinata, Kajiyama and Asahi. Ever since the moment Shoyo entered, the two managers could already tell something was off. Therefore, during the practice, they noted everything they found, so they won't forget to tell Shoyo later. First of all, even though Nishinoya saw Shoyo coming in the gym, he didn't go and jump on his Kohei, while shouting his name as usual. He just stayed there by Tanaka's side, while being both totally quiet. In second is what really convinced the girls. When Suga saw Hinata in the gym before the beginning of practice, he suddenly remembered what was bugging him since this morning. So he went straight to his baby crow, when he was alone searching inside his bag on the side of the gym. "Hey sweetheart, are you alright?" "Hi Sugamama," happy sunshine smile. "Yes, I'm great, why do you ask?" Thinking, "Oh, so cute." "Oh, it's just you left quite fast yesterday, and it's not like you to do something like that. Usually, you always stay a bit longer to practice your spike with Kajiyama, so I got worried. And when Kajiyama then came in the club room, to change and look for you, because you were supposed to leave together with Yachi, you were already gone." The crackhead duo, who weren't very far from them at that moment, could easily hear everything. Consequently, hearing what Suga said, made them worried, because they didn't want Suga to find out about their Kohei, but also didn't want to interrupt, because it would be more suspicious. Unfortunately for them, Their reactions had been noticed by the managers who were also listening to everything. However, fortunately for them, the small sunshine's answer put them at ease. Oh, yeah, it's true. Originally, I was supposed to go with them, but my father forgot something at home that morning and he needed it for work. He called home to see if I could bring it to him after school, and I said yes, since I could just meet him on my way to Yachi's place. I just left early without the other two because I had to take a detour and didn't want to bother them with it. Also, with my bike, I can go faster, allowing me to not make my father wait too long for me, and also to arrive at Yachi's house at the same time she did with Kojima. Oh well, that's great. Looks like I got worried over nothing. It's okay, Mom. It's better to worry than not worrying when something did happen without your knowing, he said while showing his most radiant smile. Thinking, oh my god, he called me Mom. I can't handle his cuteness. Oh baby, you're so cute. He hugged his baby crow tightly, before going to where his boyfriend and Asahi were talking. The last incident was during practice. Hinata was distracted, because he also noticed his two senpai's behavior, and didn't see the ball coming to him at high speed from Asahi's spine. Hinata, watch out. Shoyo got hit straight in the face by the ball, which sent him flying backward, before meeting with the floor. Shoyo, my Kohei. The two were already running towards Hinata, when he was still flying. TCH. Hinata was already standing up, when the duo got to him in panic, while the others were just running to him as usual. Receiving a ball on the head like that wasn't something rare in this gym. It happens at least once, or twice a week. So, the reaction from these two was maybe a bit, if not, totally over-exaggerated. It's okay, senpais, I'm perfectly fine, see, he said while jumping high without problems. Yeah, why the rush, you two? Or is it that you both crackheads have a crush on the shrimp? Hey, shut up. Yeah, respect your senpais. TSK. Why should I, since I look older than you? Well, you're not, so it's not my fault if you look like a grade school student.
Angry horny dwarf tornado noises.
Atsukishima Keri. Atsukishima Keri. Itsuki. Urusei Yamagachi. Gomansaki. Anyways, it's not like there is something to damage to begin with, he said while glancing at Hinata. Atsukishima Keri. Atsukishima Keri. Ready to take care of a bitch who treats his baby badly. Itsuki. That was really mean, even for you. TSK. Okay, now stop bickering everyone, and let's go back to practice, he said while approaching the group, tired of waiting for them to get back to practice. Hinata is perfectly fine as we can all see, and we don't have much time left, so let's make the best of it. Everyone except Tsukishima, hey. The practice ended without any more incidents or clues indicating to the four friends that the two second years know something about Shoyo's secret. Kyoko leaves first by herself as usual to avoid the simps and return home peacefully. Yachi, Kojima and Hinata are going together for another study group. Yamagachi and Tsukishima are supposed to study together at Tsukishima's house, so they leave the school together. Not as if it was always the case anyways. End of part 6.